from a high-speed police chase that turned into a devastating accident to a 64-year-old man assaulting a police officer,
Now!
and even an insane moment where a routine traffic stop turned into an encounter with Batman.
No way.
Here are the police dashcam moments you won't believe if they weren't filmed. On January 18, 2024, a shocking incident unfolded on Interstate 40 near Cimarron Road, Oklahoma. Trooper Jesse Gregory of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol was conducting a routine traffic stop, speaking to a driver from the passenger side of the vehicle when disaster struck.
Okay, that took a long time. So here's the car guy. You're suspended.
A black SUV barreled into the stopped vehicle, violently knocking Gregory into a grassy area alongside the highway. The crash was so intense that debris and parts of the vehicle were scattered across the road, and the SUV rolled multiple times before coming to a stop. The collision was captured on dashcam footage and later released to the public as a stark reminder of the dangers law enforcement officers face daily. Remarkably, all three individuals involved, the trooper and both drivers, survived the crash with injuries that were quickly treated at a local hospital. Dashcam footage from February 2022 in Colorado captured a dramatic moment when a traffic stop nearly turned deadly. A Colorado State Patrol officer had pulled over a Kia sedan on Interstate 25 for speeding.
State Troopers, station 78 at the 55 zone.
While returning to his motorcycle to write a citation, a Dodge minivan slammed into the rear of the Kia, pushing it into a barrier and narrowly missing the officer.
Everyone know 233.
The crash left the Kia driver hospitalized with moderate injuries. The minivan driver, a 20-year-old woman, suffered minor injuries, and one of her two passengers sustained moderate injuries as well. The driver was cited for careless driving causing injury. The video was released to emphasize how common such near tragedies are and urged drivers to prioritize safety on the roads. Stealing a civilian's car is already a reckless move, but taking a police vehicle, fully equipped with a patrol AR-15, is an entirely different level of audacity. Yet, Hanif Malik Hall and Malik Lamar Clover managed to pull off this shocking stunt, leaving everyone stunned and turning a routine traffic stop into a big headline. This all happened on Interstate 81, in Silver Spring Township. When the men were pulled over, they abandoned their car and, in a shocking move, managed to steal the marked police vehicle. From there, they led officers on a wild chase through Middlesex and Silver Spring Townships. The chase came to an end near the Econo Lodge in Carlisle. Along the way, Malik Lamar Clover jumped out of the stolen police car, triggering a foot chase that forced authorities to shut down parts of the area temporarily. Meanwhile, Hanif Malik Hall continued driving until the stolen vehicle became disabled. He then fled on foot, but was eventually captured by officers. Both men faced a long list of charges, including robbery, unauthorized use of a vehicle, resisting arrest, and weapons violations. For Hall, this wasn't his first brush with the law. He had a record of fleeing from police in the past. A dashcam video captured a shocking moment in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a police officer was seen texting while driving just seconds before a collision with another vehicle. The crash occurred when a Jeep Grand Cherokee lost control, crossed the median, and struck the officer's patrol car on the driver's side.
Sync will attempt to call 911.
While neither driver was seriously injured, the officer was taken to the hospital after complaining of a sore jaw and elbow, probably caused by the airbag. The driver of the Jeep was found at fault for the accident, but the officer's distracted behavior raised eyebrows. Local residents, including Christina Bonds, criticized the officer's actions, suggesting that the crash might have been avoided if the officer hadn't been texting. Despite these concerns, police officials defended the officer, stating there was nothing that could have been done to prevent the collision. Police dashcam footage captured an unbelievable scene involving a female police officer and a 64-year-old man during a traffic stop in Willoughby, Ohio. Officer Stacy Wright had stopped the man for speeding at 57 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. The situation escalated when the man exited his vehicle without permission and ignored Wright's instructions to sit on the curb.
You were going 57 and a 35, sir. You have your driver's license, proof of insurance. Why are you getting out of the car, sir?
I don't get my driver's license.
12 radio, this male just stepped out of the vehicle. Step over here now. Have a seat on the ground. Have a seat.
I'm not sitting. I'm not sitting!
Back up!
He got out of hand as the man became aggressive, pinning the officer against her vehicle during the struggle.
I'm not.
I will tase you, sir. Touch the vehicle. Put your hands on the now!
What unfolded next showed the bravery of nearby Good Samaritans. Witnesses stopped their cars and rushed to assist the officer, pulling the man off and holding him down until backup arrived. In total, 3 men and 1 woman stepped in, ensuring the officer's safety and the man's eventual arrest.
What the?
Radio, semi units. Roll over on your stomach now.
Knock it off, man! Knock it off now! Get your arm behind you.
Put your arm behind your back. Get your cuffs. Get your cuffs. Get your cuffs.
Shut up! Shut up!
You don't do that to a woman. Do you understand me? Pop or not, you don't do that to a woman.
The man was charged with assaulting a police officer, resisting arrest, and additional traffic violations. Officer Wright sustained minor injuries and was treated at a local hospital. In a light-hearted and memorable encounter, Stephen Lawrence, widely known as the Brampton Batman in Ontario, Canada, was pulled over by police, not for breaking the law, but for spreading smiles.
Brampton Batman getting pulled over.
Lawrence, who has been donning the iconic Batman costume for over 20 years and often drives a replica Batmobile, was stopped by an Ontario provincial police officer. However, the stop wasn't for a citation. The officer simply wanted to take a photo with him.
What? You let him go? Awesome.
According to Lawrence, this was part of his routine interactions with law enforcement, where he emphasizes the importance of community engagement while maintaining safety. Known for making public appearances, Lawrence has been recognized by the people. On May 7, 2024, two teenagers single-handedly took law enforcement on a wild chase. The incident began around 1:15 p.m. when a flock camera flagged a stolen Hyundai tied to an aggravated robbery in Columbus. Whitehall police initially pursued the vehicle, but as the chase moved into Columbus, more officers joined in, creating a high-stakes pursuit.
All right, he just slowed up with making a U-turn pretty good around. Then U-turn and Clark Road back westbound.
The teens, aged 14 and 16, drove recklessly through neighborhoods and construction zones, at one point striking a police cruiser head-on near Climb and River Bend roads. They even managed to evade spike strips during the chase. The driver made sudden U-turns, weaved through traffic cones, and sped through parking lots, damaging multiple police vehicles in the process. Finally, after an officer used a Paiti maneuver, the stolen Hyundai crashed into a tree, ending the pursuit.
631 Climb and River Bend.
Your job reaches the entrance way to the Look Stadium. Your left, Mount Street, or southbound.
Get out, get out.
Both teens were apprehended on the scene. Apparently, they already had a history of stealing vehicles. The suspects are held in juvenile detention, awaiting further court hearings. On May 1, 2023, a Fairfax County police officer narrowly avoided what could have been a devastating accident during a routine traffic stop on the Fairfax County Parkway near Braddock Road. As the officer was speaking to a driver in a gray BMW 750, a black BMW M3 driven by a 17-year-old at over 120 miles per hour lost control. The high-speed vehicle spun, crossed the median, and struck both the stopped car and the officer's cruiser. The officer barely managed to leap to safety, a moment captured on dashcam footage that shows just how close he came to being killed. After narrowly dodging the careening BMW, the police officer quickly regained composure and immediately called for backup and emergency responders. The crash also resulted in minor injuries to the stopped driver, the officer, and the 3 occupants of the speeding BMW. The teen driver was charged with reckless driving, and police emphasized the dangers of excessive speed and inexperienced drivers behind the wheel of high-performance vehicles. In May 2021, a high-speed chase involving 5 juveniles aged 12 to 16 ended in a dramatic crash captured on Florida Highway Patrol dashcam footage. The teens, who had allegedly attempted to steal a Range Rover from a Fort Lauderdale home, fled the scene in a getaway car, sparking a pursuit that escalated quickly. During the chase, the vehicle swerved recklessly through traffic on Interstate 95, even hitting a bicyclist along the way.
Responded to an attempted burglary call. But the SUV kept driving, reportedly hitting a bicyclist named Michael Evans before getting on the freeway.
As the SUV sped down the freeway, it lost control while trying to evade police, crashing into the median and flipping multiple times. Several other vehicles were caught up in the accident, leaving innocent drivers shaken.
The SUV changed lanes, trying to get away from the pursuing police, and lost control, hitting the median, other vehicles, ultimately flipping over. Law enforcement moved in fast to take the suspects into custody. The 5 juveniles, who ranged in age from 12 to...
The chase ended near Pembroke Road. All 5 juveniles and the injured bicyclist were rushed to the hospital, though their injuries were not life-threatening. The teens are now facing charges for their actions, which endangered numerous lives. The pursuit of Victor Demetrius Bayman, the suspect in a Forest Park triple shooting, ended in a fiery crash after a high-speed chase through Powder Springs, Georgia. Authorities identified Bayman as the man behind a series of violent crimes earlier that day, which included shooting 3 people and carjacking multiple vehicles. The chase began after Powder Springs police spotted the stolen car Bayman was driving through a flock camera system. When officers attempted to stop him, Bayman fled at high speed, leading them on a pursuit down Richard D. Saylors Parkway. The chase came to a halt when Bayman lost control and crashed the stolen vehicle. Bayman was taken to a hospital with injuries and is expected to recover. Before the chase, Bayman had allegedly targeted his ex-girlfriend and others during the violent spree, including carjackings and a shooting at a tax preparation store in Forest Park. Bayman is facing multiple charges, including malice murder, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. All right, guys, we've come to the end of this video. And if you enjoyed it, do well to click on the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to check other videos on our playlist. We've got some amazing contents for you. See you in our next video.